Hello, my archangels here, guided and gifted. Today as we are tapping into that diamond DNA. I just got done meditating and I had a really great download. Is that one reason why I really don't like to go to meetings is the fact that most of the time you always have to label yourself almost. You say, hi, my name is blah 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 and I'm an addict, I'm an alcoholic, scared the shit out of me, blah blah blah, and what was I saying? Okay, so I was meditating, and a lot of the times I don't like going to meetings because you have to label yourself, and I feel like labeling yourself kind of constantly keeps you in that state of judgment, and that's obviously an area that we kind of want to work away from, because that stems from a big place of ego, and we also want to stem away from there. Have a balance. You obviously need your ego to keep you in and out of certain situations and just mindsets and things like that, so it is important, but for the most part, you want to stem, because I feel like as humans, and obviously certain people more times than others have a bigger ego, but yeah, so like trying not to confuse verbs and nouns with just life in general, I guess, because I feel like I'm coming out of a really place of judgment, and I've just really judged myself a lot, and voices and outside and inside my head have always been pretty loud and judgmental and negative and been put down worth and just not really a good lightful source of empowerment, really negative. So I'm kind of really learning, like, that's like a main focus for me right now, and it has been for quite a bit in my healing process at the moment. And basically I feel like that came into thought is because I'm working on my sobriety again. I went out last night with my cousins and I had like 3 beers and I was feeling them. The beers didn't taste as good. It's been like a month since I've drank. They didn't taste as good. I was really trying to get in the mood to just be out in that type of environment again. And it was a little harder than it normally has been, obviously. And I can't be out and be sober. It's not in that type of environment, like in a club, like let's get lit type shit. Like, I can do it here. I don't know. Maybe it's just the kind of mindset I was into. I don't know. But the whole point is I think that we should, kind of watch what we're labeling ourselves and maybe not call ourselves, we're a liar, but we lied. We're not a sinner, but we did sin because God forgives and, loves us every day, and He never holds that over our head. So why should we hold that over others' heads and even our own head, especially over our own head? Because if you really, 50 times out of 50, if you're not holding shit over your own head, you're most likely not going to hold shit over other people's heads. Like, it's just because you judge yourself so hard, you feel like you have to judge others kind of hard, or in that harsh sense. Like, in the same sense of you judging yourself, you would judge other people. So yeah. I think it's kind of cool how we can kind of bounce back from a place of soul, and then ego, and then human form, and then alien, and then, like, I really hope you ascend into the 5D and all the other layers of this world and break out of the matrix. And it's kind of weird because I always honestly thought what other people saw the world as, and I've always wondered that as a child, just even looking at people. Like, I feel like I've always wanted to be people. Obviously, for a while, I kind of got confused. I thought I wanted to be people to escape my own life, but I really just maybe wanted to be them to experience what they experience, feel what they feel, like, because a part of me always thought that, like, everybody's going through life almost the same. Like, we think that, I don't really know what the fuck I thought growing up, but I know that these are thoughts that I had and curiosities that I had, and I never really talked a lot, I feel, when I was younger, so I feel like those thoughts kind of just stayed in my head, and I never really got to talk to anybody about, like, those things. Like, as a curious child, to ask your mom or whoever just, like, a question of, like, hey mom, so what do the stars mean, Like, I've never been one to do that. I never really did that, so I feel like every thought I've really had or encountered kind of stayed with me in a sense. And now that I'm going through all of this healing and learning, they're gonna a lot of my thoughts have been coming up to the surface and a lot more. And I've also noticed that I might be memorizing things a little better, or just kind of remembering things to an extent in general, so that's pretty cool. Thankful for healing today. So last night on our way home, we listened to I'm on the Edge of Glory by Lady Gaga, and like we were jamming it and like singing very freaking loudly. And so then I woke up this morning, and I don't know, and then my grandma texted me too, so that was another thing. The church that we go to, they always sing it. It's a Catholic church. Glory to God in the highest, glory to God. Glory to God in the highest, and be with people on earth. I think it's the words. Yeah, I don't know, just glory. We're basking in it, baby. Carol Baskin. Just kidding, but we're thankful. We're healing. We're here for it.